Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Welcome. Bienvenido. What's going on, everyone? Monday, coming off of that weekend. And what a beautiful weekend it was. You see the title. It's called Push It Real Good. There was a lot of pushing and shoving pushing and shoving going on this weekend. We're going to talk about it. One of them is not funny. One of them is hilarious, and I hope we see more of it. But as you know, this is a viewer-funded platform. So if you would, Venmo, Green for Green, Cash App, $, Jericho Green, 1 P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. If you want to do it snail mail style. And of course, super chats, first come, first serve, super chat, super chat, super chat. You donate, I read. That's how it works. But before we get in that ass like a bike with no seat. Hold on. I just thought of something. Speaking of getting in that ass, I had to write down somebody's name. You'll see why in a little bit. There we go. First of all, this illustrious live stream is brought to you by MyPillow, the very same MyPillow that is made in America. I know those words you hear less and less, and if the elected empty suit hoodlums have their way about it, you probably won't hear those words ever again. But until then, MyPillow, made in America. And as I've told you before, I absolutely love the things that I ordered. Pillow, sheets, towels, house shoes, bathrobes. I mean, they do it all, and they do it all well, and all of it is made right here, which is a beautiful thing, and I like to support American-made things whenever, however I can. And don't worry, there will be a link in the description box for you to get much discounts on your MyPillow items. Please do that. Check the description box when we are done here. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Joe Texas, the American, Eric Schultz, Christian, Yo Hoser, what are you talking about? John, Misanthrope, Scary Harry Flanagan. You guys are becoming regulars. I like that. Consistency. Amrox, Steve, Joe, Bob, K, MIT. What's up? Ken, GS. Let's see here. Comments jumping. You guys are commenting so much. The thing's jumping. Lala HK, what's up? Caroline, 714. She says, my pillow is the best. I'm telling you, I'm not up here blowing smoke in your anus. I like him. If I didn't like him, believe me, I wouldn't be talking about him. Tim Starr, Mike, the My Pillow guy, is a goat. He is. He don't take no shit. F you, Walmart, for not carrying his products anymore. I guess you guys don't like money. What's up, Timothy? Devil's Advocate, My Pillow. That's what I'm talking about. If you try the products, you will like them. Not to mention, the Made in America, a little added bonus. Daryl, what's up? Are you a veteran also, Daryl? If so, thank you for your service, whichever branch you picked. Hopefully it was the Navy if you want the best. Ed, I see you. Jason, Brad, T, Lawton, Scraper, Amanda, Nile, Diane, Chris, Iridescent One. Oh, yes, I see you all. HRDKOR, Hardcore. Yeah, Hardcore Productions. Give me a second. I'll get it. What's up? Appreciate everybody being here. I already see some super chats trickling, so I sure appreciate that. Matter of fact, since we're talking about it, let's be about it, shall we? Who was the first one? Who was the first super chat of the day? Who popped that super chat cherry? Ow! John Lee, thank you very much. He says, why help Ukraine? Too many Nazis at home, right? Good question. There's a lot of reasons we shouldn't be helping them, but helping Nazis, that's a bad thing. That's what they said, right? Because if you don't agree with them, you are a Nazi, so Nazis are bad. We shouldn't help them. So out of one side of their mouth, you're Nazis. America's full of Nazis. On the other side, hey, let's help some Nazis. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on, I'm looking. There we go. The newest one, D-Light. Every time I say your name, I think of that song by D-Light. Did you look up Lake City Ammo? I have not had a chance yet. It is on my list. I will get to it. So why did I name this live stream Push It Real Good? In case you don't know who the picture is, that is the group Salt and Pepper. And they made a song called Push It. Guitar Dude 777, yes, don't mention the New Navy. It makes me sick. They made a song called Push It, and one of the lines is push it real good, and people were getting nudged and shoved and pushed all the way around. Like I said, one is good, one is bad. Let's talk about the bad one first. Let's get the bad news first. And I posted video of this on my Instagram page at JG Talk. I'll even show you it right here when I talk about it at some point. But Nancy Pelosi, aka David Lopan, that liver-spotted demon, that gargoyle who sits atop skyscrapers encased in concrete until nightfall. At that point, she will swoop down and terrorize the citizens of DC. What did she do? Who is she shoving? Who could she shove without her old ass arm breaking off and sand come pouring out? I'll tell you. So there's a new congresswoman named Mayra Flores from Texas, and she was being sworn in. She had her swearing in ceremony, and of course, the left, they hate Republicans and conservatives and whatnot. She just could not contain herself, even though I hope at this point all of these fuckers know that everything is being filmed, especially when you're doing a swearing in ceremony. Nancy, you idiot. So Mayra Flores' family is up on stage, her husband, her kids, and Nancy Pelosi. Thankfully, it wasn't Biden's pervertus, the sniffer of the young, but Nancy Pelosi was standing next to one of her daughters. She probably looked about 9 years old. All nice little dress, hair done and everything. Not Nancy, the little girl. And so Nancy like points to somebody in the crowd or something, and then she looks down at the kid and like nudges her with her elbow, like pushes the little kid. And the little girl, she probably thought, oh, Nancy was just moving and accidentally bumped into her. She took it and then, went back to her spot and went on about it. So the little girl didn't know. And it's not like she gave her like a two-hand off the stage. But you could see her. She takes her elbow and nudges the little kid. Why would you do that? It's so weird. So we're going to talk about that. Also, another person who got their ass. Now, this one was two hands shoved, fly about 10 feet, and land on the ground. I watched that shit this morning just to laugh. Hilarious. Again, on my Instagram page at JG Talk. And then I put Move Bitch, Get Out the Way from Ludacris underneath it. Shout out to my boy who uploaded that on the page. Perfect song for that shit. So Jodie Sweetin, you're like, who the fuck is that? She is Stephanie Tanner from Full House. She was the middle daughter. And, her catchphrase was, how rude. So after you see her get pushed and you got Move Bitch, Get Out the Way by Ludacris playing, and then you swipe over and it's a clip of her saying, how rude. So this idiot was out there blocking the freeway. Not only are you an asshole for doing that, but to be standing on the freeway, that's not very safe or smart. So she's out there doing her best to cosplay as Antifa. She's wearing all black hat, black shirt, black pants, black shoes. She got a little uniform on. And the police are out there in a line. They all have riot gear on. There's police going from up where the fence is up on the hill a little bit. They're serious about not letting anybody through. So you got the lanes they're blocking and then all the way up on the hill to where the fence is so nobody can get around them. So I don't know if she thought she was going to use up all her celebrity credit and they would let her go by. Did she think she was going to walk up to the cops and go, how rude? And they were going to go, oh, Stephanie Tanner, girl, get your ass over here. I don't know what she thought. But she ran up on the hill trying to get around the police. And L.A.P.D, they must have just had a meeting. And the title of the meeting was, Not Today. Because she ran up there and tried to get around them. And those cops, one cop kind of shoved her back, and then another one just goes boom and launches her ass. She goes flying. I can't wait to show you the footage. That shit is hilarious. So she goes flying, lands on the ground. She had a bullhorn on. The part you talk into, that shit was hanging down. Her hat came off. She was all discombobulated. That shit was hilarious. That was the funniest thing I saw all damn weekend. Oh man, she got launched. The shit was hilarious. We'll get into that. And Hollyweird is mad. I found a list of all these celebrities tweeting. Half of them, I don't know who they are, but there's a bunch of celebrities that are mad and fuck you, Supreme Court, blah, blah. Shit is hilarious. Again, you look at who's mad, that tells you how to feel about it. And not mad at all at this, but apparently Green Day has denounced their citizenship to America. File that under who gives a shit. But I'm glad to see some of those perverted weirdos get out of here. I hope many, 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 many more follow suit. And that's if he's actually going to do it. You know, they like to talk shit, but when they're staring down the barrel of actually leaving America, they don't do that shit. Bunch of liars. And then the BET Awards. I know, again, something else we can file under what? But yeah, the BET Awards are still around. There's still a bunch of overpaid black folks in there talking about stupid shit. And Taraji P. Henson, she's an actress, and she was hosting, and she's up there talking about, and you guys know, I cannot stand that king, queen bullshit. Oh, kings and queens, shut the fuck up. You're not special. You're not different. You're a regular person. And if you are a king and queen, we're not acting very regal, are we? Because she's talking about, the room full of kings and queens who most of them make music calling those same queens bitches and talk about shooting other kings in the face for dope. But we're not partaking in any reality here, so they're free to say all the stupid shit they want. But there were the BET Awards this weekend. I think it was yesterday or whatever. And she's up there talking about, of course, the Supreme Court decision. Everybody's all upset about that. Speaking of fatherhood, new merch coming. Proud of it. She's talking about how, the Supreme Court, my body, and Lizzo. She's like, shout out to Lizzo. And she's like, all this body positivity here. When the fuck did diabetes become body positivity? So when she gets her foot cut off because she got the sugar, is that going to be less body positivity she has because she has less of a body? And she says Lizzo is going to donate $1 million to, drumroll please, Planned Parenthood. That's right. Abortion is the #1 killer of black folks by far. Homicide, poor diet, hypertension, all that shit. Not even close. Abortion is the Usain Bolt of killers of black people. It's way ahead. You ain't going to catch it. It's gone. Pew, see ya. And they're on the BET Awards. And in case you don't know, BET stands for Black Entertainment Television. So there's a room full of black people who are calling for the death of black people. And the black person hosting the show is proud that another black person is going to donate $1 million to an organization that kills black people. This has got to be the stupidest chasing your tail in a circle bullshit I've ever seen. Black people are happy to donate to a company that kills black people. In New York, a black child has a better chance of being killed than born. But a room full of you rich sons of bitches are going to cheer for one of you that wants to donate $1 million to that group. And don't forget, Juicy Smollett was in the audience. So that's how serious you want people to take the BET Awards. You got Juicy Smollett, who pulled off the greatest race hoax yet. I don't think they're done. The left isn't done. Shining a negative light on black folks, and you invited his punk ass to the BET Awards. Fucking stupid. We're going to talk about those dumbasses too. And I have an analogy that I'd like to talk about too when we get to it. So before we do that, you know how we do it, people. First segment of my live is called Good Gun. Good gun. Good boy. So what this is, every day, I like to talk about a situation, a scenario where guns saved somebody, guns protected somebody. And of course, it is horrible. The ones I've read, mostly are home intruders. One, a lady was being robbed at a bus stop in Chicago. Imagine that. Oh, let's see. I'll add it to this one. Speaking of Chicago, Mayor Beetlejuice, she had to weigh in on the Supreme Court's decision as well. And not just the Supreme Court in general, she had to single out Justice Thomas because he was the head of all this. So anyway, we all know these stories, and we've all had these thoughts, especially if you own a firearm, or you have a home, a family, whatever. The thought of somebody coming into your home at night, which is when most of these stories take place, to harm you or to steal from you, to even be inside your home. I don't care if they came in and they were going to do your laundry for you. Somebody coming in your home uninvited is a terrible feeling. You hear the sound, you wake up, and then going out there in the hallway or the living room, wherever you heard it, and then looking, literally staring down the sights of your gun at another human being that you're probably going to have to kill in a few seconds. Those are all terrible feelings that nobody should have to endure. But then couple that with being a little kid. Couple that with being, 12 years old. Think about 12 years old. You were probably still afraid of the dark. You probably were still riding your bikes with friends or hanging out with your girlfriends, playing little kid shit. You're 12. You're not even on some adult shit. You're a little kid. I know you're on the cusp of being an adolescent. You're almost a teenager, but look at it from being an adult. 12, man, please, you haven't even begun life yet. Your bones haven't even hardened yet. But just imagine being a 12-year-old that has to shoot an intruder. Imagine how scared you are. Imagine all that shit going through your mind, like, I'm supposed to respect adults and adults are supposed to know better, but this adult is here and is going to harm me. Imagine that. Well, this little 12-year-old boy does not have to imagine that anymore because it happened. 12-year-old boy defending mother fatally shoots armed intruder. 12-year-old boy in Louisiana fatally shot an armed intruder who was threatening his mother inside their home, local authorities said. The boy feared for his mother's life when he used a hunting rifle to shoot 32-year-old Brad LeBlanc, who broke into their home located blah, blah, blah. The East Feliciana Parish Sheriff's Office said. Witnesses stated that a perpetrator forced entry into the home at this address to perform a home invasion. The perpetrator was in possession of a firearm. At some point during the incident, the perpetrator was fatally shot by a resident of the home, the department wrote in a statement. First responders were dispatched to the scene, and CPR was administered to LeBlanc before he was transported to a local medical facility. He was pronounced dead at the hospital, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what you tell a kid at that age. I've tried to reflect myself when my kids were 12 years old, or maybe when I was 12 years old. What I know is a very horrific incident. He's really a hero for taking care of his mother, Sheriff Jeff Travis told the Washington Examiner. 2 other individuals allegedly involved in the attempted burglary were discovered and booked in prison. One of them was Jonathan Barker, who is charged with second-degree murder, principal to aggravated burglary, and principal to aggravated kidnapping. The other suspect is Jennifer Bond, who was booked in the East Feliciana Parish prison for accessory after the fact. Barker is not accused of directly killing anyone, though Travis said Louisiana law states that participation in a crime that results in a murder or death can be applied to other suspects. No evidence at this time points to the charges for the boy, he added. So basically, in Louisiana and other states, why isn't it in all states, if you are committing a robbery with somebody and they happen to shoot someone or they get killed, you will be charged for it as well. Makes sense to me. What the fuck are you thinking? Why would you go into a home with a gun unless you plan on using it? Or I was just going to show it to him. No, you came in somebody else's house uninvited, armed with a gun, so I'm going to assume you're going to use that gun on him. You even got some kidnapping charges in there. You're going to take that little boy somewhere, do something to him, and you fucking idiot, Jennifer Bond, you dumbass, what were you doing, driving the getaway car? How did those 2 hoodlums talk you into that? She probably came from a broken home. Her daddy probably wasn't there. And this is another example of what happens when you leave that void in a little girl's life. She grows up to fill it with Mr. LeBlanc and that other dumb fuck. That's what happens. That's the importance of fatherhood. If you don't, your daughter's going to end up being the getaway driver for two fucking idiots. Actually, one fucking idiot, because he's the only one who survived. That poor little boy who might have some nightmares after this, who might be afraid to be at home alone after this. I hope if he needs any services that his city will provide him for him, if he needs to see a counselor or a therapist or something like that. Or I've heard stories where people do this shit and it doesn't bother him. I hope that for him. I hope the latter. I hope it doesn't even bother him. I hope he grows up to know that it was either us or them. But who knows what kind of negative effect this is going to have on that little boy or his mother. And how bad was that wound? A hunting rifle? Shit, dog. Why'd you have to take him to the hospital to pronounce him dead? You know that motherfucker was gone. You take a hunting rifle round from that close inside of a house? See ya. But that is absolutely terrible that that little boy had to experience that, but at least he will be alive to deal with any problems if he does have any. Because that gun was there to save him and his mother. And who knows what they were going to do. Like I said, kidnapping charges. Were they going to maybe not take him, maybe take his mom, take them both. Do all kinds of fucked up shit to him and kill him. I mean, I have to assume that you're capable of murder if you're breaking into somebody's house with a gun. But unfortunately, that boy was there with the gun that he knew how to use. He knew how to make sure it was loaded himself, make sure it was ready to rock and roll. So somebody took the time to teach that little boy. Awesome. This has been another edition of Good Gun. But first, people, this is sponsored by My Pillow. I have a link in the description box for a discount. This is made in America. I'm so tired of flipping over tags, seeing made in China, made in Taiwan, made in Pakistan, made in South Africa. Let's make shit here. Why are we not making more shit right here? My Pillow got the memo. All of their stuff is made right here in America by Americans. So show them some support. Get in that description box. Hit that link to get a discount on your My Pillow products. They are awesome. Don't believe me? Look in the comment section. There are other satisfied customers in there. Speaking of the comment section, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Huh? Hey, 2A save the day again. That's right. Who wrote that? Let me see. Ron Baker. That's right. Did it again. One more time. The Second Amendment comes swooping in with the cape flapping behind it. Who is that? Mighty Mouse? Here I come to save the day. Right? Boom. Second Amendment. Welcome. Charles Davis, practice at the range. That's right. I even noticed after going through Front Sight and going to the range pretty regularly, the last time I went, I took my godson with me. I had that Glock 21. That shit was in a tight group. Call that 10X. I was doing good. I was like, oh, shit. Lockdown says it's a cordless hole puncher. Get it right. Yeah, you're right. It punches holes very well. In some cases, if you get a 9mm, it will punch a hole big enough for your lung to be blown out of your body. Oh, why did he say that? Why did they let him say that? Huh? Why would they let that idiot say that? Oh man, that was the dumbest shit ever. A 9mm round. Oh, sorry, let me say it right. A 9mm round will blow the lung out of the body. Jason Williams, Long Live Mighty Mouse. I used to love that show. Anyway, let's do it. Let's talk about it. So, Pelosi pushing the kid. You motherfucker. How mad would you be, parents? How mad would you be if you saw some grown-ass adult shove your kid like that? There'd be a problem. Fortunately, I don't think the mom, Myra Flores, I don't think she saw it happen in her defense. I don't think she saw that happen because I'm sure she would have spoken up and said something right then and there. But if you did see that, and if I saw it later, what's the first thing I'm going to do? First thing I'm going to do is talk to my daughter. Like I said, the kid looks like she didn't even notice. She thought she just got bumped into. So maybe she doesn't even know. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get in touch with Nancy Pelosi's office And we are going to schedule a meeting. We're going to schedule a face-to-face, not on a tablet, not FaceTime, a face-to-face, because I need to make sure you understand what I'm about to tell you. I need to make sure you understand the storm that is going to be bearing down upon you. Because now we got a fucking problem. Because you put your hands on my kid. Now, if you wanted a little girl to move over, here, try this, Nancy. I know you're not used to this, to being human, because you're a winged beast. But here's how humans do it. Okay. Nancy Pelosi trying to be human, trying to be human. Okay, here we go. Excuse me, sweetheart. Can you scoot over a little bit? And scene. Whew. Now, for me and other humans watching this, that's not hard for you, right? It's easy to go, oh, excuse me, can you scoot down? No problem. No physical contact necessary. But for these out of touch soul suckers who don't interact with other human beings except for their staff that they bark things at with their spittle, they don't know how to interact with children. They're just, get that thing away from me. What is that? Biden would be like, I know what to do with her. Push her over here, you know? But maybe she's just missing that human element. She has kids, but maybe she didn't raise them. Maybe they had nannies and all this kind of shit, because she obviously does not know how to deal with children or other humans for that matter. That was a bad look for her to nudge that little girl like that. And I wish that little girl would have turned around and punched her in her stomach. Wouldn't that have been fucking hilarious? Now, if my kid did that, they would get in trouble for hitting people, right? You don't hit adults. But I don't know. Maybe this time we let that shit slide. But if she just turned around and said, don't hit me, boom, and Nancy just spits out her dentures, that shit would have been hilarious. But what kind of monster is she to push a little kid like that? How does that make it through the checks and balances of your mind before you do that? Like, there was nothing in her head that said, you probably don't want to do that. She's just like, ew, get away from me. Get that thing out of here. Unless it's voting for me, ew. Why would she do that? I've been around many a kid that pissed me off. And I've never nudged one of them that didn't belong to me. Now, I'll nudge my kid. I'll flick him. I'll do whatever I want to do. But somebody else, that's another thing. That's somebody else's kid. That's not your niece, or in her case, your great niece. That's not your family. It's not your blood. The fuck are you think? You don't touch other people's kids. Here's something I saw, and I could only watch it once. I could never watch. This shit had me sick. And it's not so much what the woman did. That was sick. But it's what the father didn't do. There's a video of this guy at the park with his like 5 or 6-year-old son. And this lady, I guess the little boy pushed or kicked her daughter, who was around the same age. And the father's standing there, and the little boy is walking around him because the woman is chasing his son around him. The little boy is trying to get away from her, and he's holding on to his dad, walking around in circles, trying to get away from her. And this woman kicks the little boy in his nuts. She said, I'll kick you in your balls and make sure you don't have any kids. The father is standing there, and the lady is chasing his own flesh and blood around him and then kicks him. And that man did nothing. He stood there like the weak bitch he is. Jericho, you don't know the whole story. I don't need to know the whole fucking story. I don't need to bite this donut to know it's sweet. That dude is a bitch. You let that woman hurt, not only scare your son, but hurt him. She kicked that boy between his legs. Now, I know they haven't dropped yet and it didn't hurt, but I'm sure that did hurt him. Getting kicked like that, it probably hurt his nuts. But that had to hurt as hard as she kicked him. Man, I'm willing to throw it all away. If that bitch did, number one, you ain't chasing my son nowhere. Back up, lady. What's your problem? What happened? And if I need to chastise my son, I will. I will. But you are not going to chase him. You are not going to intimidate him. You're not going to scare him. And you certainly aren't going to put your hands on him or kick him. I would have pulled that lady's shirt over her head and hit her until somebody wearing a badge and a gun stopped me. I'd have picked that lady up and slammed her into another dimension. I would have knocked that bitch into another county. You kick, who the fuck do you think you are? You're going to touch my, man, if I'm not here to protect my kids, what the fuck am I doing here? Equality, you want equality, bitch, you would have got it. You would have got more equality than you can handle. Don't hit a woman? No, fuck that. Don't kick a kid between his legs. I don't know what the fuck I would have done to her. I would have done something. She would have walked out of that park looking like she just got in a fight with a fucking mountain lion. Clothes ripped, hair fucked. She would have looked like if you're a kid of the 80s and 90s. Remember at the end of Street Fighter when you lost and it asked, do you want to continue? And you're sitting there lumped up, eyes swollen, bleeding, lip fat, all fucked up. Now, I'm not advocating hitting women. What I am advocating is protecting children. And if, in the course of protecting that child, a woman gets her ass whooped, deservedly so, watch my shoulders. I don't give a fuck. What about that little boy? I wonder what the mom did when he got home and she found out and she saw that video and saw her man didn't do shit. Bitch, you would have made me tap in to my WWF days when me and my brother were doing finishing moves in the living room. She would have got the ride to hell. What's that? That's the Undertaker's finishing move. Grab you by your throat, lift you up in the air, boom! Right through the sandbox. You would have got the ride to hell, the shake, rattle, and roll, the camel clutch, all of it. You would have got every finishing move in the WWF arsenal that I can remember from my childhood right there in that sandbox, woman. My son is mixed. You wouldn't have looked at another mixed kid in your life. If a mixed kid came, you would have went like this and crossed the street when I was done with you. That shit was horrible. Like I said, I can only watch that shit one time. The way she kicked that boy, he was 5 or 6 years old. A simple, your son kicked my daughter, and if the dad was worth the shit, which he clearly is not, he would have said, did you kick that little girl? Why did you do that? And if it wasn't justified, if she kicked me first or she threw sand in my face, all right, you might have deserved it, you little shit. But if it wasn't justified, he did it just to be a little shit, apologize to that little girl. Apologize to her mother. I'm sorry that happened, miss. Believe me, I'll take care of it. Problem solved. No assault. But to see that boy running, it was like if you see a little dog, like a kid that's scared of a little dog, and the dog's chasing him and they're just, no, running around their parent. That's what that little boy was doing from that grown-ass woman. And what's wrong with her to think you can do that? What kind of participation trophy helicopter parent are you being to think you can go do that to another kid, who's with his father? Now, did this guy give some hints earlier that he was a bitch and she thought she could do that? Because that wasn't very smart. You're just going to do it. You don't know what this dude is about. Obviously, he ain't about shit. Because they let that, man. Anyway, let me stop talking about that because it would have been all bad for that lady. I promise. I promise it would have been all bad for her. And I don't give a shit. Hey, I'm terrified of jail. I don't want to go to jail. I don't go to prison. There's too many dicks in there. But I would have went gladly had that happened to my son. That bitch would have got stomped into fucking grapes. Or grape juice. Wine. Oh, stomped her ass in the Pinot Grigio. Oh. Speaking of stomping grapes, this is totally off the subject, but this shit is hilarious. You seen the video of that lady who was a newscaster? She was a reporter, and she was at some winery, and she was doing a little, we're going to show you how they make wine. And she was standing in a little barrel fucking stomping on it. and then she tried to cheat. She thought she was funny, and then she started cheating. She started stomping before the other lady because they were seeing who could stomp the most juice out of it. And so the lady stopped, and then she kept going trying to cheat, and then she falls over the barrel. They were like 3 or 4 feet on this little raised platform, and she fell over and knocked the wind out of herself. Man, that is the funniest shit in the world. Hold on, I gotta play that shit for you guys, and we'll return to our regularly scheduled programming. Lady stomps grapes, wind. Let's see if that brings it up. There it is. Oh man, hold up. This shit is funny. Let's see if it starts right away.
What kind of grapes? These are filled with Chamberson grapes, and the winner this Saturday, who's stumped music, eating international foods, having wine tours and tastings, vineyard tours, seminars, arts and crafts. It's a lot of fun, a whole day. Stop. I can't breathe. Stop. Oh boy, I think she's actually hurt. Now,
oh dear. That lady said, guys, come on. That would have been I can't breathe. They said, ooh, I think she's actually hurt. Guys, come on. That shit was too damn funny. She said, My point is, that would have been the lady who kicked my son. That would have been her. To rap for her. Right? Darth Bot. OMG, that sound. Yeah, man. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Yeah, we know. We know. And they said, ooh, she sounds hurt. Oh, shit. That was funny. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I Love Lucy, yeah, except Lucy didn't get fucked up like that. Lucy did not get fucked up like that. Sandra Breedlove. It didn't end like that. Her or who was it? Ethel Merman. That was her homegirl. I used to love that show. Man, I like I Love Lucy. Lucy, you are so splendid to do. Ricky, that shit was loud. But yeah, that lady got fucked up. Anyway, let's continue with celebrities and pushing. So Jodie Sweetin, and one of these days, I'm going to figure out this platform here, this StreamYard, so I can upload the pictures here and not keep showing you my phone. I'm very aware of that. But Diane True, how do you fall out of a 2-foot bucket? I don't know. She figured it out, though. She figured that shit out and fucked herself up. That was too funny. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Shout out to my girl, Lisa. This girl I used to work with. We would laugh about that shit all day long. That same all day long. Shout out to her. Anyway, I see some supers coming in. Thank you very much. I will get to those. Scouts honor. But check this shit out. Here is the dumbass Jodie Sweetin, aka Stephanie Tanner from Full House. And I didn't know she was. I never heard about her being a lefty dumbass. She's from Hollywood, so that's not a shocker. But I never heard of her saying anything. This is my first time, but I will put her firmly on the list of people I will never support again because she is a fucking dumb. Here we go. They'll show it again. See the protesters and the line of police. Hey, do those frequent flyer miles count on her credit card? She had to put herself back together. Call her Humpty Dumpty because she had to put herself back together. What was she thinking? What was she thinking? Did she think, oh, I'm just going to go around him? Did she think they were playing? Did she think they were joking? Why? See, when people make a line, that means, and not only people, we ain't playing Red Rover here. Even in Red Rover, they don't want you to get through. But when people are lined up in riot gear, helmet, pads, shield, what they're trying to tell you is don't try to get through it. Don't try to get on the other side of this line. We are making a line and we are holding it. We're holding this line. Shout out to Toto. Hold the line. All right. Did she think she saw a gap? Did she think she was going to shoot the gap and get through? And then what? Okay, let's say, Stephanie Tanner, you broke through the police line. What do you think was going to happen when you got to the other side? Did you think the cops were going to say, all right, if you make it through, you're good? You got it, Stephanie Tanner. You got me. Is that what she thought? No, here's what would have happened. Savage Mister, how rude. Here's what would have happened if you busted through the line, Stephanie Tanner. 1, 2 of those cops, I mean, you're not very big. So 1 or 2 of those cops would have broke off from the formation and grabbed your punk ass and arrested you. It's not like if you make it through, you're free to go. It's not like our border. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe she's such a left-wing dumbass. She thought, well, any border is like our southern border, and if I make it through, I'm free to roam the interior of the United States, penalty-free. Well, you probably would have. Maybe you should have tried the other line, other side of the line, or maybe the middle line. But that side was fortified. That side wasn't playing. They must have put all the serious officers on that end where you tried to go through because you got fucked up. And I hope her credit card company will honor those frequent flyer miles because she got at least 1 or 2. She caught air. She got up her shit. She was disheveled. Hat was fucked up and microphone fell down. She probably asked the nearest person, where am I? Because that's not something she just got up from and was good to go. She looked like she was. We've all fallen and popped up like, oh, nothing happened. And then you get around the corner and you're like, oh, fuck. I'm surprised she hasn't uploaded any pictures. Maybe she has because I'm certainly not looking. But where are the pictures of her scrapes and bruises? Look what the L.A.P.D did to me. I didn't deserve this in any way. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And you know what? That is a good lesson. Excuse me. That is a good lesson. See, 93 degrees right now, people. Hydrate. See, that was a perfect example since this is all about, and of course, she was there to protest the ruling of overturning Roe v. Wade by the Supreme Court, of course. But that was a perfect example of contraceptive. Those police were the condom, and you were the little sperms trying to get through to the egg. So why doesn't Trojan do that? Put a Trojan insignia or emblem logo on that cop. Because they're the condom, you're the little spermies, and they said, no, not this egg, bitch. Guys, can we do it one more time? Can we have an encore, please? Because I want to see that shit again. One more time. Hold on, don't show it again. Damn. Get up, girl. Put it together. There you go. Here we go. See ya. Yep, Humpty Dumpty your shit. Come on, Stephanie Tanner. How rude, L.A.P.D. How rude for you to launch her dumb ass across the pavement. What a jackass. I know L.A.P.D. has some dark spots in its history, but that was a bright one. That was wonderful. They got the launching her ass. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Hold on. Let's see what you kids had to say about that. CM says, then she tried to play victim afterwards. Did she? That's no surprise. Because it was the LAPD's fault for doing that to her, right? They came to her house and walked in her living room and pushed her. Lift me says it's called a secure border. Yeah, send those guys down to the damn border. Shit, they know what to do. Ghost of Gigi says you are not special. You are not Stephanie Tanner. Amrock says Jodie Sweetin will be starring in Full Big House. That's right. Better get that clam ready. You better get the clam ready for that buffet. Sherry K says, I should actually. I am clumsy, but I also take 3. Oh, you getting deep, girl. All right, never mind. You responded to somebody else. Oh, man, that was so fucking funny. Benjamin 4206 says, don't. Stop, bitch, move. Oh, man. Triple H says, look at those white supremacists. That's right. But they forgot she's white, too. See, the white supremacists in this country got it all fucked up. You're not supposed to do that to other white people, white supremacists. Come on now. Jose Torres, eat shit, Antifa scum. I don't know if she ate shit, but she definitely ate some asphalt. John V, stupid games. You know what the prize is? Big green weenie. Okay. Jericho Green, play stupid games, win the stupid prize. Yeah, she got first place. She got a blue ribbon for that. If there were podiums to stand on, she'd be the one standing in the middle who got the gold medal. Fucking dumbass. Lactanen says, this isn't red light, green light. Well, she got the red light, whether she wanted it or not. That shit was too funny. My buddy told me about that. I was like, what? Stephanie Tanner got fucked up? She sure did, man. That cop was a matchmaker. That cop said, Stephanie, asphalt, Stephanie. And I know that's not a real name, but that's how little respect I have for her. I just call her by her character. That shit was too funny. All right, let's get some of these supers, shall we? Supers, shall we? I gotta get a new mouth. Somebody said that poor megaphone. That's what I was really concerned with. It's the well-being of the megaphone. Poor cop. I hope she didn't dent your shield or something. You guys okay? Fucking idiot. Sometimes that just fits to some people. You fucking idiot. And that's her. She stole the show, and now she took the taco. If she goes to the big house, somebody's gonna be taking that taco. You know what I mean? Hey-o. Hey-o. There we go. There it is. Whoop. There it is. Jeff Owen, thank you very much, sir. Love listening to your broadcast. Keep up the good work, Big J. I promise. If you're here, I'll be here. I gotta have somebody to talk to all this crazy shit about. Battle Elf, thank you very much. Is that Prince? I hope it is. Nancy Pelosi's father was Thomas D. Alessandro Lucchese, crime boss, former mayor of Baltimore, heroin dealer. Yeah, that's right. Her family is, a lot of people think she just got into politics out here in California, but my mom, she told me about that. My mom is from Baltimore. And yeah, that's where her family started in politics. Kind of like the kiddies. It took that dirty money and made it dirtier in politics. Straight up. I'm sure drug dealers are more honorable people than some of our politicians. I think we can all agree on that. Matthew Jameson, thank you for the Hamilton. Food for thought, Jericho. The same ones that go in worship Moloch, the god of child sacrifice since Babylonia, are the same ones that set up Planned Parenthood. Just a coincidence? This is a spiritual war, for sure. I've said for a long time that their ultimate goal is unfettered access to our children. And if they can't get rid of them before they get here, then they will certainly do weird molesting and other kind of things to them when they do get here. But no, this is not old. You can't take down something as great as America with a new plan. This has been going on for a very long time, and it is fucking sick. But I guess this is a phase of their plan where they're out in the open about it. We're all supposed to just lay down and let them do it. Bryant Lawson, thank you, said, how dare the L.A.P.D shove Stephanie Tanner to the ground yesterday? They do know she is a white woman. LOL. I think maybe those shields they had on their helmets were tinted. And she's wearing all that black. So maybe you thought, oh, this is a crazy ass black woman. Let's do what we do. Let's enact black woman protocol. Shove her. But nope, wasn't black. A crazy ass fucking white liberal. One of the worst things that happened to this damn country ever. If TDS is real, so is white liberal guilt. And one is way more dangerous than the other. Both dangerous, though. Just a man evaluating stuff. Thank you. So they should use the crowd control water cannons with the blue dye in it. Make those idiots look like Smurfs for days. Stay off the roads, idiots. Yeah, like I said, that's not very smart to be out there on the fucking highway. But no, they need to spray them motherfuckers with like that Blue Man Group shit. They need to look like that. Whatever they put in those dye packets when people rob banks, spray them with that shit. Make sure they are marked so the rest of society knows who the jackasses are. That would be great. High pressure, too. Like, take some of the skin off. I want that top layer of epidermis gone. And, come on, there we go. Jeffrey Caffey, thank you very much for the twomp. So Corn Pop was a bad dude. He was, man. But you know what? That's why Biden is so brave. He's been fighting for people of color for a long time. And he was man enough to stare down that big black motherfucker called Corn Pop. Then they go out for like a cold beer and some chicken wings after that or some bullshit. Whatever he's talking about, you crazy old fucker. You crazy motherfucker. You. Oh, man, that's so funny. What was she thinking? What in the hell was she thinking? Did she think that, oh, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna breach this line of cops. No problem. Get behind me, y'all. No, don't get behind her unless you want to get shoved to the fucking ground. Oh, man, I love it. Hey, super chat, thank you. Keep them coming in. First come, first serve. Venmo, green for green. Cash App is $ Jericho Green 1. If you want to do a snail mail, you can do that too. P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Again, super chats. Get them. I'll read them. Let's move on, shall we? Hold on 1 second. We good. So, Holly Weird is mad. I love it. I want to be immature. I want to take the low road. Nah, nanny, nah. Fuck you. Oh, okay. So, I went. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was on the Vulture. Here it is. So, it says, celebrities respond to the Supreme Court overturning of Roe v. Wade. And it's a picture of Viola Davis and Taylor Swift, two at the top of a I don't give a fuck what you think list. Viola Davis says, and so it goes, gutted. Oh, now more than ever, we have to use our voice and power. We, the people, ... prayer hands. Taylor Swift, hey, another childless idiot. Taylor Swift says, I'm absolutely terrified that this is where we are. That after so many decades of people fighting for women's rights to their own body, today's decision has stripped us of that. Why do they keep thinking it's their body? You're growing another human inside of it. You have a roommate now. It's not all yours, you selfish asshole. Yvette Nicole Brown, I don't know who she is. Michelle Obama, who cares? Quinta Brunson, don't know who you are. Billie Eilish, I've heard of you. Let's see. During her set at Glastonbury, today is a very dark day for women in America. I can't bear to think about it anymore. You can't bear to think anymore, you stupid ass. Ooh, listen to this one. Olivia Rodrigo calls out the Supreme Court justices who voted to overturn Roe v. Wade at Glastonbury 2022. So I imagine this is some kind of concert. Listen to what this little intellectual giant had to say.
I'm devastated and terrified. So many women and so many girls are going to die because of this. And I wanted to dedicate this next song to the 5 members of the Supreme Court who have showed us that at the end of the day, they truly don't give a shit about freedom.
Ooh.
This song goes out to the justices, Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas,
Oh, shut up,
Neil
bitch.
Gorsuch.
Then she goes on to sing a song called Fuck You. You little 20-something turd. Get out of here. Your mouth still probably tastes like fucking White Claw and jizz. Some dude called Dubham. Don't know who you are. Shut the fuck up. Ooh, Patricia Arquette. Doesn't she have a brother and a sister or some shit? She said this Supreme Court is an absolute disaster. From giving people the right to carry guns to taking away women's rights of autonomy over their own body, we weren't being reactive. We saw it coming. Shonda Rhimes, she says, this is actually happening. Padma Lakshmi, shut up. I don't know who you are. Danny DeVito, Supreme Court my ass. Shut up, you little bastard, you little midget. Lizzo, she says, I'm pledging $500,000 for my upcoming tour to Planned Parenthood and abortion rights. Live Nation agreed to match to make it $1 million. Don't worry, I'm going to be talking about this fucking pile of soft serve right here in a minute. How stupid can you be? Ooh, Amanda Shires. She said, I don't even know who the fuck she is, but she said, the God that created me gave me a brain and the wherewithal to make decisions for my own life. Period. Shea Khalid, don't know who your stupid ass is. Jack White, don't know who you are. You wrote too much. Oh, Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam. No one got the government. No one, not the government, not politicians, not Supreme Court should prevent access to abortion, birth control, and contraceptive. People should have the freedom to choose. Get them, Pearl Jam. How addled is your mind from drug use, you stupid ass? Josh Gad, don't know who you are. Phoebe Bridges, shut up. John Legend, here we go. Remember, his wife is the one who was telling that 16-year-old girl to kill herself. But let's tune in and see what this fucker has to say. He posted pictures of the Capitol Police showing up in their riot gear because of idiots like him. He says, stormtroopers on their way to tell women to shut up and accept government-mandated childbirth. Sickening. So now you have a problem with government mandates. Wait, hold on. We're all old enough in here, right? We're all old enough to remember when they were all about the government mandates, when they wanted you to put some experimental shit in your body. But now that you're trying to protect someone else's body, the government mandates. John Legend, shut up, go home, and get pegged. Oh, Bette Midler. You know her vagina is dry like the Sahara. Let's see. Bette Midler. Great. Or get ready, gays. You're next. Oh, you know what's funny? Is the willful ignorance of these jackasses. The Supreme Court did not ban abortion across the board, you fucking turd. They're sending the power back to the states. In essence, they're giving the power back to you, Bette Midler, you out-of-touch fucker. Jeez, man, these people are so dumb. Linda Carter, your old ass is still around. The Dobbs decision is a tragedy. The heartbreak this has caused is immeasurable. But someday, hopefully soon, we will, she put that in caps, We will find our way to a future where reproductive freedom is forever enshrined in federal law. Girl, I know babies coming out of your fucking cobweb cavernous vagine. Maggie Rogers, I don't like the way your picture looks. I'm not reading that. Cat Power, get the fuck out of here. Seth MacFarlane, all right. He said, not too long ago, this would have been dystopian sci-fi. Now you know how we feel. But the legacy of the 2016 election, oh, little poke at Trump, 2016 election and the indelible mark of the GOP is printed here in black and white. How much farther this will go once again depends on American voters. Blame extremism or apathy. But this is America. Shut up, bitch. Go do another cartoon character's voice. Jon Favreau. An enraging, tragic catastrophe that will endanger the health and lives of millions. A right-wing Supreme Court and most Republican politicians have embraced most extreme position on abortion, a position supported by only 15 to 20% of the public. Fuck these people. That's what he said. That's what he said, guys. Busy Phillips. Uh-oh. Let's see what this C-list actor has to say. Actress. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to assume her gender. It doesn't end here. Fuck this sham. Fuck these people. If you're a single issue voter and your issue is your taxes, fuck you too. This Supreme Court is on you. We'll do a few more, guys. I love this shit. Keek Palmer. I don't know who the fuck you are. Kiki. Elizabeth Banks. Okay. She brought us, what movie did she direct? She directed some all-female bullshit remake. It was horrible. Let's see. Elizabeth Banks. Get close, guys. This is going to be important. This is a devastating news for families, men and women. Oh, so you know what a woman is now. Because before it's like, oh my God, it's whatever. It's fluid. Okay. Who believe the government should not decide when and with whom they become parents. This is not the end of this fight for human rights. Oh, bitch, shut up. Katya, I can't pronounce the rest of your name. Shut up. Carol King. She just posted a picture that says, taking a right away from more than half the population affects every member of a family. Reproductive health care is on the ballot. Organize and plan your vote. Oh, Mariah Carey. Oh, man, this divorcee with 2 kids. Let's see what she has to say. It is truly unfathomable and disheartening to have to try to explain to my 11-year-old daughter why we live in a world where women's rights are disintegrating in front of our eyes. I doubt your 11-year-old daughter asked you about the Supreme Court decision, you fucking turd. I seriously doubt that. Oh, stupid. Ooh, Harry Styles. Isn't he some kind of actor? Ooh, he has a rainbow flag on his profile, which reminds me, pride check. Is your pride on nice and tight? Are you being a fucking ally, you guys? We got 3 more days of this month. You better finish strong. Damn it. Psych, I'm so happy you only got 3 days of this disgusting bullshit. Okay. But Harry Styles says, oh, he posted some shit from Instagram. Who cares? Alicia Keys. All right. Ooh, she kicks it off. Here we go. Alicia Keys says, fucking bullshit. This decision is about more than abortion. It's about who has power over you. Who has authority to make decisions for you and who is going to control how your future turns out. And then, of course, she posted what Barack Obama said. Why do they care now about the government telling you what you can and can't do with your body, but all these zombies were lined up to force you to get some shit put in your body by the federal government? The hypocrisy. Since we got Obama here, let's read what he said. But I'm not going to do it in the other voice. I'm going to do it in his voice because his voice is more ridiculous. Today, the Supreme Court not only reversed nearly 50 years of precedent, it relegated the most intensely personal decision someone can ever make to the whims of politicians and ideologues, attacking the essential freedoms of millions of Americans. Man, shut up and let Mike rub your back, fool. Or you rub Mike's back. Billy Joe Armstrong, who the fuck you are. Oh, Samuel L. Jackson. Damn it, you son of a bitch. I used to like you. Here we go. He's the same Samuel L. Jackson who petitioned the judge in the Juicy Smollett case to don't give him any prison time, please. He didn't do it. Dumbass. How's Uncle Clarence feeling about overturning Loving v. Virginia? Oh, Uncle Clarence. Ooh, that was clever, Samuel. You're calling Clarence Thomas an Uncle Tom. Man, never heard that shit before. Why don't these dumbasses read Uncle Tom? Because he was the hero. Anyway. Pink. Uh-oh, you remember her from the 90s. That's the last time you gave a shit about what this fuckface has to say. Listen up, guys. Let's be clear. If you believe the government belongs in a woman's uterus, a gay person's business, or marriage, or that racism is okay, then please, in the name of your Lord, ooh, is she showing us she's not religious? Wow. In the name of your Lord, never fucking listen to my music again. And also, fuck right off. Are we good? Bitch, stop dyeing your hair pink. You're 42. Ooh, Megan Thee Stallion had something to say, but we don't care. Madonna, you look fucked up. Why does Madonna look like that? Why? I'm done. I can't read no more of that stupid ass shit. Oh, Islander 67, little brown guy says 2 in the pink. Don't forget 1 in the stink. Oh man, that was so stupid. Like they're on top of a mountain talking to a bunch of people who care. We don't care what the fuck you people think. You guys are idiots. You guys go to parties with goat's blood, put your fingers in all of each other's holes. We don't listen to you. Fuck you guys. Oh, the Supreme Court. Shut up, Patricia Arquette. Who gives a fuck what Patricia Arquette and Danny DeVito has to say? Unless you're telling me what it's like to be too short, Danny DeVito, I don't want to listen to you. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Pink. They really think we care, guys. They really think we care. Valerie Rogers says Madonna is an old Italian woman. She's definitely old. She's old as fuck. And like her face looks, when they get extreme plastic surgery like that, do they think people are going to look at them and not realize they look like a cartoon character? The Botox and the cheekbones. You look ridiculous, Madonna. Age gracefully. Why are you going to carve your face up and look fucking stupid like that? Whatever. Next thing, carve up your vocal cords so you can't talk no more. Please. All right, guys. I saw some super streaming in here when I was reading those profound words. So let's go back and see what that was about, huh? Hold up. I'm getting them. Hold on, I think I did that one already. Let's see, man. Oh, and the analogy I wanted to talk about. Yes. The analogy I wanted to talk about. Risen Ability says they need to be heckled. Groomers they are, says Yoda. Yes, they are. They want to get your kids. It's like one of those old scary movies with like the fingers, they get all long and turn into shadows and they're trying to reach your kids. That's what they're doing. Ghouls, all of them. Ghouls. They're demons, monsters. Not of this world. They've welled up from the depths of Hades. MGTOW. Micagander. I'm sorry I butchered your name, but thank you very much for the twomp. Says the lead vocalist of Green Day, Billy Joe Armstrong, announced today that he's renouncing his U.S. citizenship thanks to Roe's overturning. I doubt he's man of his word, and I doubt people won't move on. Exactly. Like, we give a shit. Number one, I was going to talk about that later, but yes. Number one, nobody gives a shit. Okay? If you want somebody to care, if you want to show how real you are and how down for the cause you are, move first, denounce your citizenship, and then tell us. Say, I denounced my citizenship a month ago. I've been a resident of blah, 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 wherever. That shows you're serious. But saying it before you do it, you're counting on people to forget about it so they don't hold you accountable. You're not going anywhere. Why don't you renounce your citizenship years ago? Is this the first thing America's done that you don't like? Remember his song, American Idiot? So you were having problems with America back when Bush was president. Why didn't you leave then? Why didn't you go to the UK or to Canada? Eh? What are you talking about? They're not serious. They didn't go because it takes real hard work to become a citizen of another country, and they're not down for that. They're here to talk, get their little accolades, get their cheers, and then go back to living here in this wonderful country in rich bliss, in wealthy bliss. Fuck, you ain't going nowhere. It's like what that reminds me of all the shit they do. Oh, you're so brave. Bruce Jenner, you're so brave for coming out as transgender. You're not brave for coming out as transgender in Calabasas, California, in the United States of America, and you're rich. Shut the fuck up. You're not brave. You're lucky. You're brave? Go announce that shit in Saudi Arabia. Balls deep. I feel you on that. You want to be a mod? Go ahead. I saw some fucking dumb haters in here. I don't even know how to do that shit. If you want to be a mod, be one. Take care of them. They can eat a dick. Battle Elf, thank you again. Celebrities are protesting for the profits of the industrial abortion complex. Yes, they are. And who was it? Reagan that said, "What's up, King Brian King B. Falcone. Good to see you in here, man. Bam Bam Bigelow, you too. None the miser. Yes, all my regs." But wasn't it Reagan that said, it's funny how all the people who are for abortion are already born? That's something to think about. One of the great presidents. But that's true. Everybody's like, oh, my body, my choice. You're already here, motherfucker. And you know what? The analogy I was going to bring up, I was thinking about this in the kitchen this morning when I was cooking breakfast for my son, when I was making his third or fourth pancake. And yes, I still do them in Mickey Mouse shapes. Half of the reason because he likes them, other half is that's the only shit I can do with pancake batter. But something I was thinking about is, you know, people, like he said, the people who are for abortion are already born. So that would be like somebody winning the lottery and then somebody comes in and takes your money away. Because that's what you're doing to a baby. That baby is about to be born. And somebody comes in and takes it away from them. They don't get a say-so. They don't have a choice. They don't get a turn to speak. It's like cutting your dog's balls off. What do you think your dog would say if you ask him, hey, man, you think we should take you to have your nuts cut off? Bro, no dog is going to say, you know what? Yeah, man, I'll lick something else. I won't lick those. Go ahead and take them. I don't want them anyway. I don't want to reproduce. Just like if you ask any baby, hey, you want us to go ahead and stick this thing in your head or have your mommy swallow a pill and kill you? Yeah, you know what? That life thing's overrated. I don't even want to check it out. Go ahead, take me out. Nobody would say that. And nobody would say, yeah, you know what? I was going to do all these things I've been talking about my whole life I would do if I won the lottery and all these people I can help and the wonderful life I could have. But you know what? Give that money to somebody else. Pay it forward. Wrong. Nobody would ever say that shit. And no kid would be like, yeah, kill me. That's the dumbest shit ever. But the one who's losing the most has no say in it. So think about the next time you guys get a dog and you want to cut his nuts off. What would the dog say? Bro, please don't cut my nuts off. Right? The fuck would say that? Nobody. So yeah, Mayor Beetlejuice, she got on stage. She was at some concert somewhere. Why does the mayor of America's shooting range have time to go to a concert? But she does. Maybe she's wrapping up Pride Month. But she got up there and said, fuck Clarence Thomas. Girl, if you don't take your lifeless, bug-eyed looking ass somewhere, We did not vote for an activist. All right? Stop being an activist, okay? Why don't you tell the people of Illinois, hey, the Supreme Court did this, but that means you will have a chance to vote on it yourself, because that, my friend, is the truth. And I know truth to you is like holy water to a demon, but it's the truth. They didn't take it away. They gave the power back to you. So really, no matter how you feel about the decision, you should be saying, thank you. Thank you for giving me more power over my life. Thank you for not making another decision from afar. Thank you. Whether you're for or against abortion, you should be thanking the Supreme Court because they are putting the power back in your voting hands. When did that become a bad thing? Maybe they know. Maybe they realize that they're fucking idiots and they can't handle the responsibility of voting. Maybe. But no matter what, they're giving you the power. So what's wrong with that? Dummies. But don't forget, guys, as you lay down at night and ponder the things that we spoke about, lay your head down on a My pillow, huh? And when you get out of that shower and you're all clean looking, man, I wish I had a nice soft pillow to dry this body with. Boom, My pillow. Damn, this floor is cold. How am I going to keep my feet warm? Boom, My pillow. Slippers. What else you need? Man, these sheets suck. Boom, My pillow. They do it all. All right? If it has to do with your bedroom or your bathroom, My pillow does it all. Well, maybe not everything, because the shit you do in your bedroom that My pillow has nothing to do with. But you know what I mean, perverts. Made in America. 3 very important words, 3 rare words. I know people say, I just want to hear those 3 words. I love you. Well, these are the 3 words I want to hear. Made in America. They do that. Support them. Thank you. And so to wrap it on up, like these women should do with their man's dicks if they don't want to get pregnant, the BET Awards, the Who Gives a Shit Awards. But they were held this weekend, unfortunately. And it was a room full of black people cheering and clapping and supporting abortion when it is your number 1 killer. That would be like a bunch of chickens at the chicken awards clapping their hands for the fox. Woo, fox. You know what? I'm going to take $1 million. I'm going to take $500,000 of my money, and then the Live Nation, the company that's putting on my tour, they're going to put another $500,000 in. That makes $1 million that we are going to give to the Fox Foundation. Yay, all the chickens clapping for the fox. Doesn't that sound stupid as shit? That's like a bunch of Jews during World War II at the Jew Awards. You know what? I'm going to take $500,000 of my money, and then the company that's sponsoring my tour, they're going to put in another $500,000. That makes $1 million we are going to donate to the Nazi Party. Yay, Nazis. Right? You see how stupid that shit sounds? So the number 1 killer of black folks by far, I know we talk about homicide. That's the number 1 cause of death for black males, 18 to 34. Homicide. My bad. Let's update those numbers. 8,000 homicides a year, black on black. Pales in comparison. Black women account for 40% of the abortions in this country. That's damn near 400,000. That is sick. And this group of black people are donating money to it. Kill me. Kill me. Making it rain on Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is a stripper, bouncing that ass back up and down for that money. Yes. Kill me. Kill me. Kill my kids. Unarmed black men. Yes, we love unarmed black men. And who's more unarmed than a black baby? Kill it. You sick motherfuckers. Oh, what? They're clapping for it. That no talent dumbass, Taraji P. Henson, was up there saying, guns have more rights than a woman. Something that can take a life has more rights than the person that can give a life. Well, guess what, Taraji P. Henson? You idiot. I guess the P in P. Henson stands for pinhead. Guess what, dummy? Black women account for 40% of the abortions in this country, and they're 5% of the population. So who has the ability to take life? Guns take 8,000 black folks away every year. Stupid. Here, let's do some math for these idiots. And let's keep it simple because their brains cannot keep up. Let's do some math for you stupid ass Taraji P. Henson. Since something that takes life has more rights than someone that gives life. Okay. Guns. 8,000 black folks a year killed by guns. Abortion. 400,000. Now, Taraji, I'm going to make it easy for you. 8,000 is smaller than 400,000. So if you want to flip that and say that black women are the ones taking the lives, you know what? I would love to see the numbers on how many black lives guns save. I would like to see the numbers on how many law-abiding gun owners, black gun owners, save lives every year. I'm going to guarantee you that's more than the 8,000. I hope it's more than 400,000, really. But we can't seem to gain any ground on that abortion number. 400,000 a year to 8,000. That shows you they're not serious. They are being manipulated by their handlers. They are marionettes. These corporations got their hand up their black asses to the elbow, manipulating their mouth, telling you fools what to believe. One more time. A room full of black people. It's the Black Entertainment Television Awards. Black folks are clapping and cheering because a black person is going to donate $1 million to the company that kills more black people than anything else. Cigarettes, booze, sugar, fat, cholesterol, ammunition, more than all of them put together. And let's not go back to Roe v. Wade. We're in the tens of millions of black babies killed. I think the last I heard was 23 million. They're clapping for it. Here's what further lets you know that these people are more shit, like my dad would say, full of more shit than a Christmas turkey. They invited Juicy Smollett to the event. I had to rewind that shit. I had to rewind it. Was that Juicy Smollett? You know, your face recognition software in your mind. If you've seen a face enough times, you just know the shape of it. I said, wait a minute. You're telling me you're up here. Kenneth Jackson said the EBT Awards. Wait. You're up here talking all this king, queen. Yaska. She said king, queen. Shut the fuck up. That king, queen shit. I want to be equal, but I refer to myself as royalty. Shut up. Wait a minute. You guys are up there talking about black people this, black people that. Then you invite Juicy Smollett to sit in the audience? So all this heavy shit you're talking about, abortion and guns and all that shit, you invite the biggest liar that our community, not the biggest. I forgot about Al Sharptongue and shit. My bad. One of the biggest liars our community has ever produced. Is that right? Yeah, you got that right, Nicole Thomas. Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Truth is stranger than fiction. So everything you said before that and after that must be discounted. Must be. Battle Elf, Grape Soda Awards. That's pushing it. But you've got to be. I can't take you seriously. I can't. That's like you're in the hospital and they got to deliver some bad news to you. So they bring in a clown to tell you. Well, how serious do I take this information when it's being delivered to me by a fucking clown? That's exactly what this is. All she was missing was a red nose and one of those things that go, the little horn, and maybe have a flower that squirts water in somebody's face. That's all she was missing. What a fucking clown. All this shit, and you got juice. Get the fuck out of here, man. These people aren't serious. I mean, they're serious about their agenda, but they're not serious. Man, stop. That shit is dumb as hell. A room full of black people cheering for a company that kills black people. If they got a room full of Hollywood pervert writers, gun to their head, couldn't make this shit up. Couldn't. Fuck, man. We are in trouble. But I tell you this thing. As long as they are mad, as long as the left is mad, as long as what? Anyway, as long as the left is mad, as long as, and let's all say goodbye to Battle Elf. There we go. Anyway, as long as the left is mad, as long as the Pelosi's and the Bidenist pervertices and the Maxine Waters and AOCs of the world are mad, then we're doing great. We are doing fine. Oh, I'm going to talk about AOC's stupid ass tomorrow because she's calling for impeachment. What the This is great, man. This is great. Not only are they handing that back down to the states, but I got material for days off of these idiots. But people, we did it. All right? I did it. You did it. I was great. You were great. Team effort. All right? Don't forget Venmo, Green for Green, Cash App, $ Jericho Green 1, P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-99998. And tomorrow we will be here, same damn time, same damn place, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be here on the left coast and join the California offense. That's some scary shit. We'll talk about that more too. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.